Yeah. So today, let me teach you how to start goat farming as in the country, or not even in my country. First and foremost, you've seen many of my videos. You've seen many of my things I do. Me, I told you, it doesn't make sense for me to teach you what I don't do. Sorry, I don't teach what I don't do. Many are telling me, Hamis, help us do hydroponic, do what? I cannot teach you a hydroponic. Do you know there is many books online, there is many things online that you would at least go and learn, you get, from, but they are theoretical. So me, what I decided to do, I decided to do practical things. You get it? I teach you what I do. What I have not done, I don't teach you. You get it? So these are the stuff I would like to see your comments, your questions, and everything. Such that. So sorry, there was an interruption here. Um, Watching from Botswana, hey, you're welcome. But in Botswana, I think Botswana also share the same kind of environment like ours. But you people, I need to ask you a question. I don't know whether my mind is can work the way yours is working. These are some of the reasons why I decided to do goat farming, or why I decided to do goat farming. Or today I will talk about how you start goat farming, the way you're supposed to start. Any person out there thinking about how you can start goat farming, this is what you're supposed to understand. I can see many people watching from Uganda, my country, from Ghana, others from Botswana, which is very good. But a question is here. Before I even teach you, before I even tell you how to start goat farming, sorry, just hold on a bit. Pause here. Yeah. Before I even do that, I have a question. Yeah, Jamaica, I'm also seeing you. I have a question. Why do you think we cannot do goat farming? Why do you think we cannot be that serious? Sorry about the interruption. Somebody is calling me, but I'm supposed to maybe switch him off just shortly. What if I couldn't speak? Yeah, so this is my thinking. I really don't know why we don't have to think about. I'm going to read all your comments and I'm going to give you um, all the answers to the questions that I'm seeing that are flowing. But this is one of my point. My point is, why do we think that we cannot do goat farming? In all your thinking or your everything. Sorry for interruption. Somebody is trying to call me. Somebody is trying to reach me. But I was still posing a question. Why do you think that we shouldn't do goat farming? Is not that good because the connection is not that good because I'm the village. I'm at the farm, and you know the farm networks are always not good. So I was telling you the reason why I decide, or the reason why I select goat farming, is because you can use the little money you have to start. It is a project that need we like me, the poor people, who can do it, because many projects that can work really very well and many projects that can make a lot of money. You get, but the cost of investment is very big for kind of projects. It's very big. And you know, with goat farming, that is the project that you can start when you don't even have the money. The project can work on its own and make its own money. That is the reason why I say let's do goat farming as a business. You get it? That is one of the reasons. So, first and foremost, I welcome you to the chat. I'd like to have your questions direct, and I'm ready to answer them. But let me just take you through briefly in the starting of the project, or the debrief, or the at least the history with goat farming here in Uganda. As you can see, our country, first and foremost, people have been doing goat farming here in Uganda, but have not been doing it as a business, because somebody would just keep some animals there in his place. You know, in our country here, people, the in-laws, we value them a lot, and we give them a lot of maybe good things. Everything good is supposed to go to the in-laws. So people have been keeping animals because they have the in-laws, you know, they have visitors, and many are still keeping them that way. But one of the challenges that we have got, first and foremost, is one of the most consumed meat in the country, and the demand is too high. It's one of the most expensive meats in our country. Even there where you are, you don't know wherever you are, but some of the reasons why goat farming has not been shooting too high is those that have been doing it, that have been reserving it for themselves, not knowing that whenever you keep animals by yourself, or whenever you keep a business by yourself, more so in this business of animals, it does not help you, because you cannot manage its market. That means my approach is, let me teach as many as possible. They all come in the business. We work together hand in hand so that we can shoot a certain number. In this business you're looking at of goat farming, it needs numbers, and it needs animals that grow faster. In our country, what has been happening, people have been having goats, but on top of having them just for formality, they have only been having the local breeds. Some people are asking me why you do hybrids. You know, you are ignoring our breed, you're ignoring our what. These are some of my reasons why I do that. First of all, I'm a young man who needs money. I've not made a lot of money, of which I need to make a lot of dollars. So I cannot forget about a breed that can grow faster, that can convert grass at a high rate, and then I go and deal with my local breed because it's my local animal. It's good to promote it. It is really very good. It is very disease tolerant. They produce twins. They produce three, you know, but it cannot give us the money we want. Secondly, they take that long time they take. Me, in my calculation, it shows to me that an animal, the amount of investment I put in an animal, one animal, it is 25,000 Ugandan shillings. So when I try to change to calculate it in dollars, let me tell you how much is that. 25,000 divided by 36670. 3670. So that means per goat I'm investing $6.8 per year. So if I'm doing a local animal in a country and I'm keeping it for 3 years, this time was 3 years. That means I have invested 20.4 US dollars. So if I'm selling my animal of 3 years at 200,000 Ugandan shillings, 200,000 divided by the dollar, that means my investment will be $54 as I'm going to sell my animal. No. I will be selling it $54, but chopped by actually I should have invested $20 in the drugs and management. then I sell it 54 in 3 years. So in 3 years, if I'm only making profits of $54, you divide it by how many months are in a year? In 3 years, that's around 36. So if I divide the $54 by 3 years, that means per year I'll be getting per month I'll be getting 1.5 US dollars in a month, which can do nothing for me. And remember, we've not even removed that cost. Anyway, that is just a simple reason why I don't do local goats. The reasons why I do hybrids: one, they take shorter time to grow. So let me give you an example. If I keep my hybrid, let's say a third generation, which is 87.5%, in 8 months, it can do live weight of over 50 kgs on free range. So if it does 50 kgs on free range, divide by 2 to get the carcass, that is 25. So if I'm selling each kilo of my meat at 10,000, that is 250,000. So if I have a goat of 8 months and I'm selling it 250,000, so if I divide it in US dollars, divide by 3, 670. So that means each goat in 8 months, I'm going to sell it 68 US dollars. So when you remove the cost, I told you in a year, I spent 25,000. That is around $20, or not even $20. I told you 25,000 divided by 3,670. So that means I'm spending 25,000 divided by 3,670. So I'm spending $6.8 minus the dollars, because I spent 25,000 in a year divided by 2. That means I'll be spending like $3.5. So that means I'll be saving, let's say, we say 250, divided by 3,670. That is $68 minus the $3.5. That means I'm staying with $64.6 times, let's say if I have around 100 animals, so that is around 6,461 US dollars. So my hybrid of 87 can make for me those monies before I even make a year. You saw what it takes in 3 years and how much money I can lose, I can use, then the little money I could get. So that's the reason why I'm doing hybrid. So now my question is, let me tell you one thing, what you need to know. Before I read even all your comments, I'm going to answer you, but I wanted to tell you the basics that we need to know when you want to do animal farming or goat farming. Take a note, get where to write, and these are the followings that you don't need to miss when you're doing goat farming. One, these are the basics that you have to have on your list. You should have land. 2, you should have water. 3, you should have genetics, good genes, good breeds. That's what I'm talking about. Then 4, management. So these are the things that we are looking at when we are starting. So when you're there and you're thinking about starting goat farming, think about land first. Then on that land, think about water. And then 3, think about the genetics, the breed that you're going to work on. I have told you the reason why I don't support the local animals. It's not because I hate them. I love them so much, but because of the economical value, the value for money, that's why I don't do them. Then the management. However much you will have the land, you will have the water, you will have the genes and the grass, and you don't have management, my dear, you're going wrong. So I think if I get more time, I'm going to break one by one. Land, what does land do, and what can the land determine? Or let me talk about the land just briefly. When you have land, let's say this land determines which system of breeding or which system of farming are you going to use. When you have a bigger land, you don't need to do zero grazing. You'll be saving a lot. It is cheaper a free range. You're looking at 20 goats on an acre on free range. And if you're doing zero grazing is when you confine the animals and you don't allow them to go and feed, outside your area or outside the exercising yard and the house. So there you plant the grass by your own, then carry the grass to the animals in their area, confined area. So there, an acre can support over 50 goats and above. It depends on the vegetation that is readily available. So we are looking at 50 plus. So land determines the system that you're going to use. And this is what I was telling you. If you're doing zero grazing, you can do 50 animals plus, 50 goats plus on 1 acre. If you're doing free range, you're looking at 20 animals and less, depends on the vegetation. So far that's what I have tackled, I have handled today. Let me look through your comments or your questions such that I try to read them. Then I try to give you some answers. I have the money to start the goat farming, but I don't have anybody to manage it or look after them. Yes, a zero. Where is your land? Sorry. First and foremost, in this era, or in this system that we are going to use, you don't need to be there, because if you're investing on ground, no, but you can contract people to do that. There is like in my country here, I can go and land, as long as we agree. I can take over your farm and be under my company, and we manage your farm. Your work is to look for money and invest. If the business starts to work on ground, please, you're free to come and take over, and you even leave your job, because what we want on job is getting the money. So what I'm trying to say, there is a company, you people who are not available, you can hand over to us. Then we have people we can employ, right from the herdsman to the manager to the vet that is supposed to come and monitor. So everything can be under us, and we can always be updating you, giving you the report on a monthly basis. So you don't need to be worried that I don't to do that. So a zero, fine. Don't worry about that. That is possible. I love goat farming. Watching from South Africa, I want to come back to Uganda to do agriculture. Yeah, you come back. You people, you should come back. You should come back to Uganda and do the project. Or whichever country you live in, make sure that you have a backup. Those are our backups that we have. Animals every day, even if you work or not working for it, is supposed to eat. And when it's eating, it's making money for you. So let's play with science, grass, genetics, and management. which can I use to... Muwanguzi Faisal. If your goats are coughing, there is a lot of things that can cause coughing. First and foremost, even the housing can cause that. 2, the hygiene can cause that. 3, the worms can cause cough. 4, there is diseases which can cause cough. Let me give you an example. CCPP can cause cough. PPR can as well cause cough. This normal pneumonia can as well cause cough. So what you have to do, check out yourself in the following. Look at the hygiene of your place. Look at which vaccines have you vaccinated at your farm. How often do you deworm? Oh, the only detection that you can do yourself, if you want to do the simple detection that the problem might be with you, the farmer, in a poor housing or poor hygiene, you go to your goat's house. Go to your goat's house yourself, stand there for like 5 minutes. If you don't get any fumes from that area, just know that place is good. But if you be there and you start smelling that bad smell and it starts to irritate you, just know your house is not safe. So there is no way how you're going to fight that. It's not very easy to find out what exactly is causing that cough, but I've told you the possible things. Follow it up. The worm, make sure the hygiene is good. Vaccinate for CCPP, vaccinate for PPR. Then I don't think whether your animals will have problems. Or still, you can as well keep checking. Are your animals coughing? Do they have the nasal discharge? Do they have diarrhea? You know, those kind of stuff can help us to analyze what exactly is the problem. I think yeah, somebody from Nigeria. Yeah, I do really encourage you to start. Yeah, better late than ever. I like the breeze. Yeah, in Ghana, I'm still negotiating with some people. I think I will need to make a branch or my contact in Nigeria, sorry, in Ghana, such that you Ghana people can get the animals right from your country. But getting one from here, the bureaucracy is high. We need to go to the ministry. You have to go to the ministry, get some paperwork. If I get a contact person in your country that is ready to work hand in hand, we can find a way how we can bring them in, and then you people will benefit. So that will be sorted. Yeah. Let me try to read. Yagana, I love your work. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Cinderella and Nina. Land can be got. You can even hire. Don't fear to hire land. Hire the land, but hire for a bigger period. The project's projection always states to 2 years. So when you're hiring, make sure that you hire more than that. Watching from Nigeria, good job, thank you. Zavuga ready with pen, but I have money say with only 3 acres. How many can I rear? Yeah, Zavuga, I have already answered you in the debrief. Like as I said, 20 goats on free range for an acre, and then 50 goats plus on zero grazing on an acre. The genetics I recommend, I've already tried to explain to you. like right now, me, I teach you what I do. So far, I have boas and savannas that have really done wonders for me, and I'm still testing the red Kalahari, and I'll keep testing more other animals. And if you pray for me very soon, I think I want to start doing artificial insemination on my animals that can easily help me to access other breeds. Then I test them at my farm, because I need to teach you something when I have tested it. Yeah, Kalahari Red is good. Kalahari Red is good, or Adong. It's a very good breed, I think, but I'm still testing it in my at my farm. And Subuga, Ivan, those who stay abroad, there is no any problem. You just show me your land. I'll tell you the kind of facilitation. You just contact me direct. You, I'll tell you the facilitation I need to go do farm visit. Then I can tell you what to do. If you're ready, then we can start there and then. So you being abroad doesn't stop you from doing serious farming here, and that is a backbone. If you do it, you can even come back here when everything is perfect. um Eric, I've talked about how you can hire the land, and that can help you. How many goats and 10 acres? I think that is answered. How can you help somebody? Yeah, Ivan, we can sign contracts, and I have many people that I can employ. I have many people that I can work hand in hand and make sure that we monitor your project very well, so that you don't have to be worried of anything, and we can be able to handle that kind of matter. So if you're not on ground, don't worry. The project can run as long as you have the land. If you don't have the land, we can even go under a certain agreement. We look for the land for you, you hire it, you get the breeds, and then you start there and then. So you don't have to be worried about anything. Um, Sarah, you stayed with one. That is good. It's good to start. Savannah goat is good, of course. Savannah goat is good, of course. Yeah, Collins, I can travel. I can travel to Ghana. I was supposed to travel in many countries, but just because of COVID, I had got other different contracts in different countries, and I was ready to move. Me, my work, I want really to see people doing the farming. I just want to wake up people's minds. Wake up, do something on your own. Many businesses you've done them, many things you've done them, but you also try the live. This is a live business. Remember, goats, whether you're here or not here, goats eat. Whether you're around or not around, goats are having sex. And whatever they do, it's your money. So the more they are happy, the more money they make for you. You get it? I think you people, you have to understand that. I've talked about land and the limitations of the land. I've told you how you can use the land. What do you need to have? You need to know how many animals can go in which acreage and which system. The land determines the following. It determines the number of goats you're going to do, and it also determines the system of farming that you're going to use. So that land, you can even hire the land. If you hire land here in Uganda, land is not that expensive. Hiring an acre per season or per year, it can take around 200,000. And if an acre is serving over 50 goats, that means um, if they produce, because we do expect them to produce twice in a year. So if they produce twice 50 goats, that means you've gotten 100 kids out of that same land. But you cannot have 100 animals or 50 animals, and they only produce 50. Remember, these are hybrids. Hybrids are tested for twinity production, triplets, and they can even produce one. But you cannot have 50 goats and they all produce one. No, never. That cannot be possible. So, if you hire land and you pay 200,000, you hire it for, let's say, 4 years, and that is around 800,000 per acre. And then you can rear an animal in a year, like 50 animals in a year, and you get over 100 kids. Even if you're selling it at uh, 200,000, even if you're selling it at 200,000, 200,000 times 100 goats, that is already 20 millions. 20 millions in a year, that is the cheapest. But if you're dealing with hybrid, of course, the female will go for 400,000. That means you'll be getting over 40 millions. So if you do, I calculate the list. If you say that I have sold my goats at 200,000, that is 20 millions in a year, divided by, in dollars, that is 3670. So that means if they are $20, that is 5,449.5 US dollars. You get? So it makes money. If you spend let's say 200,000 for a year, and you're getting over 20 millions, what is bad in that? You get? And many businesses that you do and you don't even make the profits. Collins traveling to Ghana, that's not my problem. I can do that as long as we agree. And I want to come. If I'm coming, I make sure that everything is done before I go. Yeah. This is what you're supposed to know. You can start with a local. You can start with a pure hybrid, and then with a pure local. Yes. If you do a pure 100%, let's say Savannah or Boa, and then you cross it with just hold on a little. Boss, sente, hello? Sente nzirabye. Naye mbadde nkyali kusomesa wano ku live chat. Yes, tugenda kuba twogera ku WhatsApp ngenda kuba nkubonye. Sorry, I was busy talking to the goat farmers. They call me anytime. So if you cross the 100% with the 100% local, this is the genes are divided and you get a 50%. So that is the F1. It's a hybrid, but of 50%. It's not a pure hybrid. So when you get a 50% and then you give it another pure 100%, it will go to 75%. So if you get the 75% female and you give it another 100% pure male, you're going to go to 87.5 something percent, which is the third generation, the F3. So if you get the F3 and you give it another pure 100%, it will go to the F4, which is 87, which is a 93 point something percent. And then when you get the 93, which is the F4, and you give it a pure, you'll go to 96. So this 96 its performance is almost a pure, but you cannot eliminate the gene. So that's how we come up with the hybrids. If you start with a local, you need more years to have those hybrids. If you start with a hybrid itself, it's a shorter time to that. I think I have answered you. How to buy goats? Can you help? And how much for the start? Goats, I have them. Even if you tell me you need 500 goats, I can get them for you. That one, don't be worried. The animals are available, but they range and go for some amount of money, of which you will get back in my inbox, and we discuss about that. Ratio of male to female, say 50 sheep. What's how many males? No, one male can serve about 50 females. The libido is high, and it can be able to serve 50. So one male take average, one male 50 females. It got how much? Famacha, I've not got it. I don't understand it. Isabiriye, that will be possible, and you will contact me direct and have a chat. But sorry, if you send me a message or if you call me and I'm not picking, I'm a field man. I don't always be in office. You see, I be in office in the night, so most of the day I always be in the field. So, my dear, try as much as possible, and we can see what to do. Yeah, Isabi, you just come for consultation. There is no problem. Yeah, in Jamaica, I can come. I can travel all over the country, so that one shouldn't be worried. You'll be able to maybe communicate with me direct. Yeah. So I've seen all your comments, and I think been able at least to answer some of them. I think some people that have not gotten very good answers. Please, let's just keep in touch. I'm sorry if I take long to read your comments. If I take long to reply you, just know I'm a field man and I'm always busy. Whatever I teach you is what I do on my farm, and that is how my farm is running on the knowledge that I'm teaching you. I request you guys, we shall meet some other time on live chat. I cannot promise you when, but at least I'll try my best and make sure that I get live. And at least I want to make it at least once in a week so that we can chat live, and mostly on Saturday evening. And on Sunday, I can also do some other videos you see. And the rest of the weekdays, I also do my work. Actually, I just want to wish you the best. I think today I have talked about the lands, the things that you need when you're starting goat farming. You talked about land, water, genes, pastures, and then the management. So today I have talked about the land, what we need in the land, what do we use land for, how many animals for the land. Then later, when I get some time, I think I will talk about water. Which kind of water do we need? How do we prepare water for our animals? And then I will talk about genetics, though I have talked about it briefly. But I'll also be able to talk about it. I'll talk about management and then see how we make the money. Goat farming can make money. I'm telling you, those animals are helping us to harvest what we can't use. If I give you grass now, to convert that grass into money, you cannot manage it. But those animals, we hire them or we buy them, we own them, and then they make money for us. What is so important is knowing which animals can convert money for you. But I don't know the reason why we fail to understand that our work in this business is having grass and having animals. The management is also part of it, of which if you can manage a person, that means you can manage the business. So goat farming can be done with any person, the poor, the rich, uneducated, the educated. The science is all about grass and an animal, knowing which animal is supposed to go with, and knowing which grass you're supposed to give to your animal. Most of you do business, you do plant maize, you do plant what, but you don't even make profits. So the rest, you just remove the maize and then you leave the rest. And even those residues or the leftovers, we can convert it into the feeds of an animal. So don't worry, we shall keep in touch. I think I'll be able to teach you more. Let me just wish you the best for today, and we shall be able to talk much. So I'll keep you posted with the videos, and I think you will like it. Okay, thank you very, very much.